All right. Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy New Year's Eve. We got 5 minutes until market open. Let's see what happens. Last trading day of the year. I'm expecting some volatility, some rebalancing in the markets before we go into 2025. I made a couple of trades already this morning, some small trades. I'm actually down about $600 right now. So we'll see. Make a little adjustment here. All right, cool. Yeah, so I'm trying out a new streaming software. Sorry about that. I'm just adjusting the camera a little bit. That's why you see the little logo at the top right-hand corner there. I'm trying Ecamm Live out. So I'm just in a trial, going to see how this live goes, see how it looks and sounds on YouTube and whatnot, and then yeah, I might be trading over. Just having some difficulties with the last service that I was using. Didn't like it, didn't work. Put a lot of strain on my system, which is ridiculous because I have a really good computer. So we'll see. All right. New Year's resolutions, anyone? I have pretty much one goal and one goal only for 2025, and that is to become a funded, profitable trader. That's it. That's all I'm going to focus on. I took 2024 to focus on trading and trading only, which I'm proud to say that I did. And it has definitely changed my trading to be able to have just focused on trading alone and just learning instead of trying to, make big profits and this and that. I really focused on honing in on one strategy, on one tool, trading only one thing, which has really made a big difference. Really made a big difference. Before, I was going back and forth between 2 and 3 different things. I was trading Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the NASDAQ, and I really narrowed down to just trading the NASDAQ, just trading one simple strategy, focusing on following and being strict on following the rules that I had set for my strategy. And it's made a difference. It's made a difference. And the few times that I've gone backwards is because I went off of my rules. So if that helps anybody, make sure you are following a single strategy and being extremely disciplined in following the rules that you have set. It's really that simple. Yeah, so all right, we got about 20 seconds here. 20 seconds until market open. Let's see what happens. Like I said, I'm expecting some volatility today. That doesn't mean that that's what's going to happen. That's just what I'm expecting. If I have expectations for that, I'll be a little bit more picky with my trades. All right, here we go. Let's see where we're going. I would also expect maybe some profit taking today also. I mean, the market's been so bullish since November. I'd almost expect a decent amount of profit taking going into 2025 also. Right now, with my current strategy, I should be in a short here. I really want to see what this first candle does this morning. It's looking a little bearish. This is the area this morning that we had some pretty decent support in, where it's at right now. We're still getting support there. Which is fine. So let's see how this first candle closes here. We have about 2.5 minutes left. So right now, if we get a bullish candle here, I'm thinking about going long and setting my stop loss below this level here, where we're getting a decent amount of support, and we have been all morning. If we break this level and we got to close below it, then I might, oh, there we go, we broke it. Let's see if we close below it though. See if we take out the buyers at this level here. Because clearly we got buyers. If we close below it, then I may consider a short with a stop loss above this structure here. But you can see we had a nice rejection here earlier this morning. We had another one here, and now we're getting a good rejection again. So if we close, if this candle continues and closes bullish, I might go long here. Let's see. Got a minute left to this candle. Let's see what happens. We had a decent push this morning at open at 4 a.m. pre-market open. Some consolidation, a little pullback. Again, like I said, some support here at this level. Well, let's see. Again, you're just making plans for if this, then this, right? I have no idea which way the market's going to go. And there's no point in saying, oh, I think it's going to go this way. And if you do that to yourself, then you're going to have a bias in looking for either a long or short. No, you got to change that mindset. You gotta come into this knowing that you have no idea which way the market's going to go, and it really doesn't matter which way the market's going to go, right? You're just going to say, if it does this, then I'll do this and have my exits here and here. If it does this, then I'll do this and have my exits here and there. That's it. That's what this game is. It's just you plan for different scenarios. If those scenarios play out, you run that plan. If it doesn't, then that's it. If the market doesn't do any of the things that you plan for, then you don't get in. You got to have a plan, right? For me, I don't necessarily focus on a take profit when I'm looking for trades, other than to calculate risk to reward ratios. But I really focus on where my stop loss is going to be. So if I say, for example, here, if this goes long, right, and my stop loss is going to be here, then what I do is there enough room above this to make at least a 2-to-1 trade, right? If there isn't, if there's not another level that you think that the market is going to get to, then it's not a good trade. And in this case, really, we have in either direction, we're kind of in the middle, which is risky. This is a risky place to be to place trades. So now we're pushing the support again. That's a good push through. That's a good push through. Let's see if we close. So I'm going to switch this to a sell. I risk 1% of my account size. We're at another support level. We're at the 200-day moving average on the 5. So this is, we're below the 30-day moving average. We're below the super trend, which are the two indicators that I use for my particular strategy. This is a pretty decent push through, and we're still kind of pushing. We're just kind of pushing down to this this trading area here also, where you have a lot of looks like liquidity. You got a lot of trades here. So it's a good push. This is a good bearish candle here, and we're pushing through the liquidity also. We're actually pushing right to market open. So that's another indicator here, right? If we push through, I don't know if you can see this. No, I'm just outside of the screen. The very low of the day, then that's another good indicator. Yeah. So right now we're getting a good bearish story here. Doesn't mean that that's what's going to play out. Again, if this, then this. That's it. We could just be pushing down to grab some liquidity, so you don't want to jump the gun either. So basically, we went down and basically tapped the open where we opened. Pulled back a little bit, and now we're pushing back towards it. That's a good strong bearish candle here. Let's see what kind of candle we get after this. This might be an entry for me here to go short. Ideally, I'd like to see a little bit of a pullback here so I can get a better price. Yeah, we're not getting that much of a pullback, so I might take a short here. We'll see. This is risky because we're also at a support here. This could be a... I'm going to take this short. Whoa. Well, that's not cool. What is up with that? All right, give me a second here, guys. All right. Never had that happen before. Still alive? Yep. Okay. All right. That was weird. Another reason why you always set stop losses when you're executing your trades, right? All right. Let's see where we're going. Honestly, probably just looking for a 1-to-1 with this one. Let's see how this plays out. I don't like it. Well, it's looking like I got liquidity grabbed. Yeah. Well, I knew there was going to be volatility, right? I said it. Yeah, I don't like this at all. It is what it is, right? You make a trade, you stick with it. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. You wait for the next opportunity. That's how it goes. volatile. Mm-hmm. I'd really like to see this candle push through, back down. Really like to see this candle push back through. Right, so we had a resistance here. We pushed back up to the resistance, and we took a, depending on how this candle right now closes, it could be a pretty decent rejection off of this resistance here, which would be good news for my trade. I might actually move my stop to right above here, because if we push past this resistance here, then it kind of makes the trade invalid. And I don't really like the way this candle is moving right now. You know, the other thing that could happen today is we could just be trading in a range and not really do anything, which is less than ideal for day traders. But it is what it is. All right. In hindsight, obviously 2020 hindsight, right? I should have waited for this pullback here and maybe gotten in at this position here. Would have been a little bit better, but also, again, super risky because you don't know if that's going to continue upward. You had good support here. This is turning out to be a resistance now. Let's keep pushing. It's the thing with candles like this, though, where you're just getting these big candles back and forth. It doesn't really do anything for you, and it's not something that I particularly like being in. Yeah, see, I don't like that. There's a lot of buyers down here. You got a lot of buyers here. Are there enough sellers to get through the buyers there? That is the question. Where does the market want to close for the year? At least I gave it plenty of room. knowing that there was going to be volatility, I was okay with having this much room here. So it's not going to be a huge trade in the long run, which is fine. I'm okay with that. And again, a 1-to-1 in this particular situation for me would be totally acceptable. But we'll see. If it breaks through this level here, and it breaks through it with a good push, then we got some room to fall. We got a decent amount of room, actually. So, I mean, the downside is definitely a little bit more enticing. But that's just my opinion. So we have just about 2.5 minutes left to this 1 hour candle. I don't like the way it looks. On the 4 hour, we also have 2 minutes left for the 4 hour. So if we close here, we're pushing actually on the 4 hour below the 200-day moving average right now. So if we close here below this level that we're at right now, it may in fact continue downward. We're also below the 30-day moving average on the 1 hour. See what the day chart looks like. But see, on the day chart now, we look like we're bouncing off of support. Yeah. You know, we'll see what happens. Just over a minute left in both the 1 hour and the 2 hour, the 1 hour and the 4 hour chart. So let's see where we close. You know, we'll go from there. Go from there. So here we go, last minute candle. A lot could happen in a minute. Here we go, last 10 seconds. We closed just below the 200-day moving average on the 4 hour. Let's see if that holds. Let's see if that holds. We closed below the 30-day moving average on the 1 hour. So on the 4 hour, we're now below all the moving averages, for me anyway, my chart. And we are in a downtrend. Same with the 1 hour chart. Okay, so let's see. A little bit of volatility this morning. Are we going to continue? Are we going to end up trading sideways now because this is where the market wants to close for the year? So many questions. Ultimately, it really doesn't matter. It's going to do what it's going to do. And we're either going to close positive or negative. Whatever. You got to get good at accepting your losses. Yep. Just like I might have to accept mine right now. Past 3 days, we've pushed down. We're actually testing the moving average here on the day chart. Well, we definitely got the volatility today, that's for sure. It might be a slow day. I might be in this trade for a while. This also might just be a consolidation day for the market. Who's going to win the battle? The sellers or the buyers? 'Tis a battle today. Probably should have done this in the beginning of the live. Not that great at this yet, but if you've made it this far, check out the links in the description down below. I have a link for a free guide to start day trading. If that's something you've been thinking about doing and you want to give it a shot in 2025. Change your life, freedom, no bosses, you versus you. Check out that link in the bio. It's completely free. There's also a couple other links down there for the programs that I use here and the funded account that I'm in currently. The challenge that I'm doing is through Funder Pro. I have a link down in the description for them as well. If you're looking to trade somebody else's capital, check them out. I've been using them for, well, all of 2024 basically. And they're great, continuously expanding, always getting better and better. Daily payouts. It's good stuff right there. So check them out. Links are in the description down below. If you're not a subscriber yet, do me a favor. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button for me. Help out that algorithm. And let me reach more people out there. I am not a profitable trader yet. I'm in a challenge account looking to become funded and profitable. I've been trading for about 3 years now. 1 year full gung-ho at it. So if you're looking for honesty, realism, none of this bullshit, buy my course crap, blah, blah, blah. That's not me. I'm here to help people out, help myself out. My number one reason for going live every morning is really just to keep myself in check. But I want to help other people out too. And I think it's ridiculous to have to pay for, some course that, whatever, just not my thing, right? So I like this. I like this move right here. Yeah, check out those links down below. Again, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button for me. That helps me out. That's the only thing that I ask for, is just hit that subscribe button. Much appreciated. All right, I'm going to hang out here for a few more minutes. It looks like we're actually breaking through support here. This would be really nice if we can keep pushing through. This is what I needed. This is what we were looking for. A nice strong push past this level here of volume, this level of buyers and sellers. If we can continue this strong push through this area, then we're looking pretty good for the downside. Again, my goal here is a 1-to-1. Unless we are pushing, I'm going to take my profits, which will put me in the positive for the day, just a couple $100, whatever. Green trade's a green trade, right? Good trade is a good trade. And at this point in my trading journey, I'm just looking for consistency and continuing on with my particular strategy. And if it works, it works. The money comes later. The money comes later. Be consistent, be disciplined. And we are about to push through the low of the day. If we can push through the low of the day here, we are looking pretty. Anyway, yeah, so for any of you guys that are watching this later on, because I don't think anybody's on here right now. Nope. Yeah, hey, thank you for watching. Again, subscribe, hit that like button, share for me, spread the word. Check out the links in the description down below. And Happy New Year. Happy New Year. 2025 is going to be the year. All right, y'all. See you next time.